Hey folks, BFG Neil here. I thought I'd show you the Controllino Hotspot. They're a European only manufacturer at the moment, but they seem to be producing nice units. As you can see here, it's a fully metal case, their big logo on the top. On the side it's got a barrel jack input and a Ethernet connection. And as you can see on the other side, it's just got the antenna mount, that's normal RPSMA. And then on the bottom's just some standard screw holes. You've also got a little place for the Ethernet connection at the bottom. And that's the Controllino Hotspot. It's based off a Raspberry Pi with a LoRa hat. It's a pretty similar format now for most hotspots. They've just added this barrel jack connector to it and a slightly different case from most. It's also got Wi-Fi disabled, and then there's some status lights on the top. They're the only real differences with the Controllino. Most things are just like a normal hotspot. And here you can see that the barrel jack connector that they've used is actually a locking mechanism. So you push it in and then turn it to the right and you can see that it locks in place. That's why they've done that. Maybe not the best, but still good. And then on the network connection, a normal cable has a little jack on the end to lock it into place, but they've left a little slot open for it, but you have to poke something in there to get it out. Not too bad, but just fussy if you're in a rush. And this is a dashboard for the Controllino. It's not too bad, mostly good. I've noticed it's very fast to sync. It's very, very early on in the development, as you can see. There's a few things I don't like, and there's a few things I like. Instant sync is always handy to have. Finding out the minor info and peer-to-peer status are really good tools. It's just that the layout of the minor info could be a lot better than it is. You'll see now that when this pops up, which is very slow, that the information is very hard to read. It does have everything in there, it's just that it's really hard to read and understand, and there's a section about transaction related errors, POC errors. There's no context, so it's hard to see, and some of the information about where it's at and its status is hard to tell. Like for example, this peer book size is really useful, but the way it's presented isn't. And yeah, that's the Controllino Hotspot. Overall, I'm a big fan. I always do some data testing with these devices, so I run a mapper, I make sure I can check the signal levels, I compare it against rack hotspots, for example, and make sure it works, and so far it's been keeping up on par. It's very important to me that they can run data and they compare reasonably to other manufacturers. In the past I've had some bad manufacturers that the LoRa card has not been that sensitive, but even on this standard 3 dBi antenna inside, it's been witnessing hotspots, it's had activity, and it's keeping up with my other hotspots. So I definitely recommend trying one if you can get your hands on them. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.